Today's news: Republicans are angry when Mr. Trump is convicted of a crime. Republicans were angry when Mr. Trump was convicted of a crime. Republican lawmakers reacted angrily when Mr. Trump was convicted of a criminal offense related to his attempt to silence porn star Stormy Daniels.
According to the Associated Press, Republican lawmakers almost unanimously doubted the legality and manner in which Mr. Trump's conviction took place. Previously, on May 30th, a 12-member jury at Manhattan Supreme Court found Mr. Donald Trump guilty of all 34 counts in the case that he falsified business records to conceal payments to gay porn star Stormy Daniels ahead of the 2016 U.S. presidential election.
A shameful day in American history.
House Speaker Mike Johnson said this was a shameful day in American history and that the accusations were purely political. Ohio Senator J.D. Vance said the jury's verdict was an affront to the justice system. Congressman Steve Scalise said that this ruling is a defeat for Americans who believe in the principle of justice being transparent. Just minutes after Mr. Trump was convicted, Republicans who were previously divided over their support for the former president were now united in attacking the judges, jury, and President Joe Biden. Few Republicans mentioned details of the case, but many echoed Mr. Trump's claim that it was a shameful, fraudulent trial. The former president's legal team is expected to quickly appeal the verdict. In the past, lawmakers have often avoided criticizing judges and juries, so this angry reaction from Republicans is very notable. One Republican congressman who follows this tradition is former Maryland Governor Larry Hogan. Mr. Hogan urged the public to respect the verdict and the judicial process. In this dangerous moment of division in our country's history, all leaders, regardless of party, should not add fuel to the fire with partisan toxicity, Mr. Hogan posted on social networks before the release. Sentence was announced. We must affirm what has made this country great, the rule of law. There is currently nothing to prove that the trial has any signs of fraud. Mr. Trump's defense lawyer talked about the $15 that Judge Juan Manuel Merchan contributed to Mr. Biden's 2020 election campaign and the fact that Mr. Merchan's daughter worked as a political consultant for the Democratic Party. However, this judge assured of his fairness and impartiality. This verdict tells us more about the system than it does about the charges, said Senator Lindsey Graham of South Carolina, one of Mr. Trump's closest allies.
What do Trump's critics say?
The angry reaction came not only from Mr. Trump's allies, but also from some people who had previously criticized the former president. Texas Senator John Cornyn is such a person. Mr. Cornyn declared the verdict is a disgrace and this trial should never have happened. South Dakota Senator John Thune is also a critic of Mr. Trump, but now says the case was politically motivated from the beginning and today's verdict cannot make up for the partisan nature of this prosecution. Louisiana Sen. Bill Cassidy, who voted to convict Trump in his second impeachment trial after the Capitol attack, said he disagreed with the verdict but was not surprised by how the trial turned out. Mr. Mitch McConnell, the Republican minority leader in the Senate and who has also long had a tense relationship with Mr. Trump, refrained from attacking the judge or jury. But Mr. McConnell said the charges should never have happened in the first place.